unaendelea katika chuo cha mafunzo cha bima huko South Sea. Tuvuke kwa moja tusikize jinsi usaili huu unaendelezwa.
Transmission of resorts, they should be involved. The circular should be called, they come see, this is how we are going to do it, even in the final one, and you'll see, and you can check what the process we have gone through. We have this database, whether we are dealing with the dummy data or something for the testing, and it is done like this. So the moment we have these stakeholders participating at every step of the process, then there will be some transparency and trust in the commission.
For these stakeholders to actively engage, what would be their clear roles? For example, let's just speak on voters. What is the role? What is the role of the voters?
For the voters, I think we need voter education. So that must be done. And for voters, we need to educate them on how things will be done at, let's say, the polling station, going all the way to, and after you vote, the next process will be ABCD. We need to explain to them and make them aware of the processes that will happen at the polling station. So I think that is important. Of course, there should be this thing. I think sometimes we fail to do the continuous registration of voters. I think it remains a problem maybe for us. I don't know. I'm not an insider in the IEBC, but I think it's not done. We have people getting 18 years, and I think there is always that lack of continuous, not total, but continuous voter registration.
Thank you very much, and I wish you well.
Thank you.
Back to you, Chair.
Thank you. I invite Nicodemus Bore to ask you some questions. Nicodemus, please.
Thank you very much, Dr. The other month, IEBC presented a budget to the Parliamentary Budgetary Committee, and they presented a budget of around 61.4 billion shillings. And in the budget, if we break it down, the most expensive is the IT equipment or the voter equipment, which is more IT. This is what's making the cost of election in Kenya very expensive. Given a chance as a commissioner, how will you help the commission in reducing the cost of using the IT equipment?
Okay. Of course, in the process of procuring, any equipment should follow the public procurement laws. So what makes equipment actually expensive is the specifications of the equipment, hardware, software, and the functions. So we can deal with what is really needed, because sometimes the manufacturer can present you with some functions that you don't need and then charge you on that. So as a person from this field, in understanding this technical bit of it in that ICT, I should be able to look at options A, B, C in the procurement, and why is this charging this, why is the other charging this, and considering all this. So in that way, I think I can assist in the reduction of the estimates like that.
Do you believe, given the chance, you can bring it down to about what percent?
At now, I may not define that. You see now, let's look at maybe the servers now. We have the manufacturers of these servers. So I cannot give a rough estimate, but I will consider A can give us this server this much, B can give us what are the functions that we really need as IEBC. Why should we buy this higher than the other one, and yet we can deliver this, considering all those things. So I'll be able to then advise that it's better to go for A rather than B, and considering what they have presented to us.
You said you lecture at Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology.
Yes.
Do you think we have the capacity to have local manufacturers support IEBC in terms of ICT?
Yeah, actually today, because you see the IEBC, what is there normally is this server and the storage, and the rest is now the network, which is KEMS kit, the kit they are used there, and how they communicate to the server there. So that's not difficult to support that. Of course, for the servers in the production, today now we have local hosts. It is something we can argue, local servers hosting of network here, because like if you want you are hosting of something, you can be told, do you want a server here or a server in Germany? So which is like that. Like now we know the other server it is somewhere else. You see, if we get that, but of course we must do everything for the interest of the country and what can be really trusted by the stakeholders. You see, that is now the stakeholders issue. So and all that. So, but we have capability to support those things and be inside. We are good. In fact, when I've traveled across the countries, Kenyans, we are good in our own thing in ICT and telecommunication. We are good. We are good, and we can support.
Thank you, and all the best, Dr.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I invite Professor Adam Solo.
Thank you, Chair. Bwana Kiambi, before I go to what the Chair was prompting me,
Okay.
which I accepted that I would confirm, let me do a preliminary and kindly explain how the Leadership and Integrity Act complements the Constitution in promoting ethical conduct among IEBC commissioners.
Okay, thank you for the question. When we have people with integrity and they pass Chapter 6, then those people are expected to behave in the same way that they have been, because they are okay with Chapter 6 in all manners of the activities, let's say at the IEBC. Because I think the question which is a problem in IEBC is the integrity issues and that the stakeholders cannot trust. So the issues of integrities are pertinent to the performance, and there should be a real enforcement of the code of conduct. After, of course, the employees have been, they sign, but the enforcement that it is there by IEBC should be always followed. In fact, sometimes I find like these penalties of subversion of IEBC activities is too small, even the jail term, because 1 million, 1 year, both, I think it is too small. Maybe it can at one point be enhanced so that people are, the moment you said you are employed by the IEBC or the commissioner is taken, is there, and then you change your integrity issues because you are interested to be there, then the punishment should be a bit harsh.
Thank you. Let's go to where Ambassador Koki left you. You are aware of the minor KI ruling?
Yes, that the polling station is final.
Do you know why the court decided so, and what IEBC wanted?
Yeah, I think logically, of course, from...
No, I'm just asking, when the matter was in court, what did IEBC want that the court declined?
I don't remember the specifics of the findings of the IEBC, but I can remember the final. But if it was counter the polling station results, then maybe I can guess that maybe the IEBC thought that we can change what is there and do other things.
Very well. Are you aware that at that polling station, not are you aware, which, other than the presiding officers and the clerks, which other stakeholders are present
We do have
when
agents.
that result is being announced and declared?
Agents, yes. Agents are there, and it is something maybe IBC should work.
No. Just mention for me the ones whom you know are there. One is petty agents.
They are agents, and they are the observers there. And that's, and of course the other...
Is media there?
Sorry? The media, yes, media is there, of course, yes.
So the Constitution says at Article 86, at every election, the IEBC shall ensure that whatever vetting method is used, the system is simple, accurate, verifiable, secure, accountable, and transparent. Verifiable, secure, accountable, and transparent. What has been transmitted to the server at the point that it is at the server, which you say that if you are a commissioner, maybe only people with credentials like you should access, would what had been transmitted in the presence of agents, observers, monitors, media, and based on what IEBC went to court, now be left only to the commissioner of IEBC in terms of accountability, in terms of transparency, in terms of verifiability, in terms of secure? Should it now just be left that what was transmitted in front of all these people and declared at the server, it should just be a commissioner or a secretariat member of IEBC without these other people?
Okay, good question and good concern. Now, the server versus the polling station, they should be the same. Whatever is there should be the same there. Of course, what I said about the authentication levels of accessing the server and all that, it needs to be upped. Whatever these observers and the agents and those stakeholders at the police station see should be the same what is in the server. So I say the protection. If you see, if we miss the server shows something different, of course there will be something for questioning. Why are we using technology? We want to make our electoral process efficient and fast. We move from...
that one I agree.
Yes.
What I'm just asking, at the point of the server, which transmitted in front of an agent, in front of a media, in front of an observer, and was even pinned, at the point in which now we want to see what is in the server, should it be only the IEBC Commissioner and Secretariat, or these very people who were present when it was originated, at least their representatives?
No, I think that, I don't know why that has been the case, because access to what is in the server should be because they are representative of political parties, even at the tallying center. I think access should normally not be really a problem. You see, the person want to see, this is from that 4A from, let's say, a certain Kagame police station. And it came here, and somebody want to see that. So we can check that. You see, the person who want to check the server is not coming to change anything. Is not coming to change anything. Of course, there is the issue of confidentiality and how IEBC should share information.
A public result is confidential?
Now, I'm not saying the results are not actually confidential. The management of the process of checking should be, of course, be secure.
Kiambi, let me use an example because of time that I usually use. When you are talking there, the Hansard there
Yes.
will go and transcribe. Of course, if Adams Olo went and said, no, I want to go and see what can be said, they'll tell me no. Let us transcribe it first, because you won't understand the encrypted version. And therefore, they'll print for me and bring me. Now see exactly what can be said. With all your experience, Oracle, everything, can't that be transcribed for Adams Olo, who wants to see what form 34A was at whatever is this, so that becomes the main document for verification?
Yes, I think there should be the parties, especially which we can see like agents, that should be allowed to see. They can see the forms where they
Can it be printed? You are the expert.
I can say, as long as the system, I have the system here, my computer, and yes. I can say like my computer. Yes. And you want to see a form that for a, yeah. I will log in with now let's say the secretary or who is in charge and commission is there. Yeah. You log in.
And you print it?
And it can also be printed from there. And,
how long I've voted in Lamu or voted in Todongonyang minus network failure? How long does it take for, after the close at 6, how long does it take to reach the server, that form?
Yeah, this is the thing I wanted actually to, I was talking about. This thing, communication, how long it takes. In fact, like now, if you look at Communication Authority Kenya, it is after or quarterly, it will normally give some statistics about the performance of.
Roughly how long?
It should.
Minus network failures.
It should take milliseconds or less than.
Seconds?
Yes. Mil, not seconds.
Milliseconds. And therefore we have 7 days. You be sitting there. Shouldn't we just get that printout in a day, so that when the returning officer comes, the one of the server is already there waiting to be verified?
I did argue to the bottleneck at the constituency level because
that's 34B.
Yes.
But 34A should be there.
Yes, 34A should be there.
Thank you.
And it should be available, and the tracing of the process of this availability and the transmission process is need to be well communicated and trusted by the stakeholders.
So there is no need for the portal. Just print for us 34A. Since it arrived instantly, put it there.
Yeah. I think that the portal purpose normally is for...
No, now just for, because people have questioned it, just for accountability. Just remove the portal print this 34A which came, let everybody see it.
Yeah, that can happen as well. I think as long logistics are in place and administration there. But
so the law which is stopping that, if you are commissioner, would you be willing to change it?
For the printing?
Yes.
Yes, myself, I do not have a problem with that.
Thank you, Chair.
Okay. Looks like Professor is happy. Prof, do you have a...
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
It can be usually at this last session through the chair. We usually ask what he calls high school questions, and we'll just take you where your forte is first before I go to another one. The Kenyan Integrated Election Management System, KIEMS, includes, at least from my little knowledge, candidate registration management, biometric voter registration, electronic voter identification, electronic results transmission. From where you sit, how has IEBC invested over time in those 4 categories? When you look at the investment put in candidate registration, in BVR, in electronic voter identification, vis-a-vis the election results transmission.
Yeah, I think in terms of the first three, the voter identification and card dates and all that, that is at the, you can say at the local level. I think there has been maybe issues of the transmission and which I said need to be looked at. For this game, it operates on a mobile network. It's just another like a phone with some other functionalities. So I'm saying there these things of network failures, because that is what, whether deliberate or not, I cannot say, but is what has been the issue, that somebody, the results were done, Turing was done, but we still don't have anything received electronically. So I think that is something needs to be improved. And I talked about the redundancy, the network redundancy. And we can look now at availability of other, not only this mobile network, we can look at the satellite, because as long as we have encryption from the kit there, what now needs is just the configuration of the arrival of the network we are using, so how they are connected to the server there. That's what we need. That's what I called about the socket. For example, we can trace where will the entry come in into the server. Which port is it going to use? So those things.
Thank you. My last question. Name 2 major rivers in Africa besides the Nile.
Okay. That's a good question. History. I was not very good in history. And geography. Geography was good.
It's geography.
Yes, that's geography. Yes.
Yes.
In fact, you see, I had a name, so I did good. There is a Sabesi river, and of course, you said in Africa.
In Africa.
Yes. We also have rivers in Kenya. We have Tana River. Yes, I've named 2.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, thank you very much. Engineer.
Yes, please.
So you promise us that there will be no socket in between during the transmission of...
That one I can explain without looking back, if I am asked about such things in the transmission process and all that.
To be clear and linear.
Clear and no man in the middle.
No Jose Kamango.
Yes.
Okay. Allow me to thank you for the time we have had and for your robust engagement. I don't know whether this came with you or it just happened. Members, we have 20 pupils of Kambui School for the Deaf and 2 teachers, Teacher Jennifer Kuria and Marianne Jerry, who are watching this from the gallery down there. Yes. I hope that they can find some time to be brought in just to see what is happening in here. But we want to acknowledge the pupils together with their teachers, Jennifer and Marianne, for bringing them over to observe this important national process and function. I don't know whether, Engineer, you have any last comment to make?
I really don't have, but I can actually thank you very much, especially for deciding to get or to list potential commissioners who are from the field of engineering and telecommunication, ICT and all that, because it has not happened in the past. And, when you look at the media, a lot of things in argument in court and all that, sometimes just there and wonder, where are we? Why are we not involved? Because the people in the secretariat normally are back there, so they cannot come. So the commissioners are left there. Yes, so like these questions of the servers, transmission and all that, and no one can eat. And yet, one of the functions of the IEBC is to use appropriate technology and approaches to make it more efficient. So I just thank you for involving people like us and listing us to come for the interview. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Appreciated, even for your comment. We wish you well. You find somebody at the door who has your documents.
Okay, thank you.
The pen and the notebook are yours.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, good.
Blessings to you.
Okay.
I don't know whether we have another candidate. Eh? No, I don't think they came with him. It's just a coincidence. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yes, we would request that they stay for lunch. And yeah, thank you.
Na mmoja wa waniaji ambao wanatamani kutoa nafasi za kuwa mmoja wa makamishna wa tume ya uchaguzi na mipaka hapa nchini Kenya IEBC ni jopo la uteuzi la mchujo ambalo linaongozwa na Daktari Nelson Makanda. Usaili huu, mtazamaji, kumbuka ulifaa kukamilika siku ya kesho, lakini tutakuwa tukiweza kuelewa endapo utakamilika hapa kesho, ambayo ni tarehe 24 kulingana na na lile gazeti la Kenya Gazette lilikuwa limechapisha kwamba usaili huo utakamilika siku ya hapo kesho, lakini kwa wale ambao walikuwa wanasailiwa basi waliongezeka kiidadi. Kwa hivyo bado tunatarajia taarifa kutoka kwao. Tuchukue mapumziko mafupi.